Well, the North Shore is, of course, known for its lighthouses, but what about the middle of the state? In this week's Finding Minnesota, John Lauritsen shows us how a landmark has become a beacon of light in Morrison County.
He had wanted to build the tree house, and it took you about 5 years to talk me into it.
At the Lang property near Uppsala, projects are constantly in the works, and the next one is always bigger than the last one.
We spend most of our time building places to sit, but never sit.
Instead of building a cabin, the Langs built a tree house. And just when they thought they were done being creative, Dean got a bright idea.
What was your reaction when you first said, I want to build a lighthouse on the property?
Honestly, probably not as surprised as most kids would be.
A lover of lighthouses, Dean studied them on the internet and got a close look at Split Rock and Two Harbors before making a model to get an idea of just how much wood it would take.
At some points, it just seemed like, how are we ever going to finish this?
They began construction just before COVID hit, and then they powered through the pandemic, building from the inside out. Both Kendra and her brother Sam helped their dad during the 2 years of construction, creating 6 floors from scratch, and at times putting 1,100-pound beams in their place.
The people, like especially carpenters or people that work with wood, a lot of them look around at the beams and kind of are in awe with how we got it done.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be anything like this when it was done, but yeah, it turned out really good.
Repurposing was key. A 275-pound tree stump became a table. The flooring on the 5th floor is from the old Catholic church in Uppsala.
At the very top is the crow's nest. It's 50 feet up, or 79 steps from the bottom to the top.
There are bedrooms and bathrooms from the 1st floor all the way up.
This brings us up to level 4.
Each has a nautical feel in the middle of the country.
So when you're sitting around having libations and the argument comes up, which way is north?
Just look at the
Here's
floor.
the answer right here.
Just look at the floor.
In this landlocked lighthouse, the inside spirals and narrows the higher you go.
Here's out onto the open.
And no matter what the season, the scenery is spectacular. But instead of ships in the distance, you see silos, and endless waves are replaced by endless woods.
We've been married for 32 years, I think, and I always think whatever project we're on is our last project, but we never seem to be done. So we'll see if this is the last project.
In Morrison County, John Lauritsen, WCCO 4 News.
The Langs rent out Stony Ridge Lighthouse and have it listed on Verbo. They want to thank all their friends and neighbors for lending a hand with the construction at various times during the project.